on, it's a war zone. Head on the swivel, gotta know what's going on. Yeah, it get real on the war zone. Feeling like the war zone is yours. Yeah, gotta finish strong to get a war zone. The war's going down at the war zone, of course. I'm logging in the war zone whenever I get bored. It's a war zone. I ain't see nobody pack the parking lot like DT. Be careful how I speak, me in black on that BP. Mom of the week, you can speak when you see me. Swear war zone, entertaining like TV. Yeah, we don't be nowhere to park at the park. Up late with it, scrolling war zone at the door. Bring a bag with you, you gon' be surprised what he charge. Got a tent ready, waiting on the tournament to start. Yeah, bring your lemonade, you can sell it. Yeah, you just gotta read, they gon' tell it. Yeah, offline, big dogs, beat peasants. Yeah, I'm from Keisha, but James still a legend in war zone. I would be tripping, I respect it in war zone. Misspell, Marcy gon' correct it in war zone. One wrong post will get hit. They can't check it, so they might as well respect it. It's war zone. Better keep your hard hat on, it's a war zone. Come and leave your hard at home, it's a war zone. Head on the swivel, gotta know what's going on. Yeah, it get real on the war zone. Feeling like the war zone is yours. Yeah, gotta finish strong to get a war zone. The war's going down at the war zone, of course. I'm logging in the war zone whenever I get bored. It's a war zone. DT what up? DT what up? Black what up? Black what up? Say what up? It's a war zone. Metro Land what up? Land what up? Whole fruit what up? It's a war zone. You feeling like the war zone is yours? Yeah, gotta finish strong to get a war zone. The war's going down at the war zone, of course. I'm logging in the war zone whenever I get bored. It's a war zone. Got the war zone, the war show packed like a small car. Telling everywhere, bunch of war zone all-stars. Invite only, you gon' only see the real. Hey, bring me a reel, we got the shun on the grill. Yeah, the war zone is strictly for the gutters. They ain't hunt your lane, they ain't nothing but some trouble. Shout out to Percolator, she ain't nothing but a hustler. I got a hard time cause I represented Tucker. Yeah, a lane post a flyer, they don't notice. Yeah, parents go complaining about the coach. Yeah, war zone games, I be posted. Be careful what you post, might get checked by defocus in war zone. Trying not to be the one who slipping in war zone. Cash A always be tripping in war zone. They gon' go hard on the hater. Uncle Bell from Lambo always kicking flavor in war zone. Better keep your hard hat on, it's a war zone. Come and leave your hard at home, it's a war zone. Head on the swivel, gotta know what's going on. Yeah, it get real on the war zone. Feeling like the war zone is yours. Yeah, gotta finish strong to get a war zone. The war's going down at the war zone, of course. I'm logging in the war zone whenever I get bored. It's a war zone. It's a war zone. It's a war zone. Feeling like the war zone is yours. Yeah, gotta finish strong to get a war zone. The war's going down at the war zone, of course. I'm logging in the war zone whenever I get bored. It's a war zone. War zone. War zone, better keep your hard hat on. It's a war zone. Come and leave your hard at home. It's a war zone. Head on the swivel, gotta know what's going on. Yeah, it get real on the war zone. Feeling like the war zone is yours. Yeah, gotta finish strong to get a war zone. The war's going down at the war zone, of course. I'm logging in the war zone whenever I get bored. It's a war zone. I ain't see nobody pack the parking lot like DT. Be careful how I speak, me in black on that BP. Mom of the week, you can speak when you see me. Swear war zone, entertaining like TV. Yeah, we don't be nowhere to park at the park. Up late with it, scrolling war zone at the door. Bring a bag with you, you gon' be surprised what he charge. Got a tent ready, waiting on the tournament to start. Yeah, bring your lemonade, you can sell it. Yeah, you just gotta read, they gon' tell it. Yeah, offline, big dogs, beat peasants. Yeah, I'm from Keisha, but James still a legend in war zone. I would be tripping, I respect it in war zone. Misspell, Marcy gon' correct it in war zone. One wrong post will get hit. They can't check it, so they might as well respect it. It's war zone. Better keep your hard hat on, it's a war zone. Come and leave your hard at home, it's a war zone. Head on the swivel, gotta know what's going on. Yeah, it get real on the war zone. Feeling like the war zone is yours. Yeah, gotta finish strong to get a war zone. The war's going down at the war zone, of course. I'm logging in the war zone whenever I get bored. It's a war zone. DT what up? DT what up? Black what up? Black what up? Say what up? It's a war zone. Metro Land what up? Land what up? Whole fruit what up? It's a war zone. You feeling like the war zone is yours? Yeah, gotta finish strong to get a war zone. The war's going down at the war zone, of course. I'm logging in the war zone whenever I get bored. It's a war zone. Got the war zone, the war show packed like a small car. Telling everywhere, bunch of war zone all-stars. Invite only, you gon' only see the real. Hey, bring me a reel, we got the shun on the grill. Yeah, the The war zone is strictly for the gutters. They in Huncho lane, they ain't nothing but some trouble. Shout out to Pickle Lady, she ain't nothing but a hustler. I got a hard time cause I represented Tucker. Yeah, her lane post a flyer, they don't notice. Yeah, parents go complaining about the coach. Yeah, war zone games, I be posted. Be careful what you post, might get checked by the focus in war zone. Trying not to be the one who slipping in war zone. Cash always be tripping in war zone. They gon' go hard on the hater. Uncle Bell from Lambo always kicking flavor in war zone. Better keep your hard hat on, it's a war zone. Come and leave your hard hat home, it's a war zone. Head on the swivel, gotta know what's going on. Yeah, it get real on the war zone. Feeling like the war zone is yours. Yeah, gotta finish strong to get a war zone. The war's going down at the war zone, of course. I'm logging in the war zone whenever I get bored. It's a war zone. It's a war zone. It's a war zone. Feeling like the war zone is yours. Yeah, gotta finish strong to get a war zone. The war's going down at the war zone, of course. I'm logging in the war zone whenever I get bored. It's a war zone. War zone. War zone, better keep your hard hat on. It's a war zone. Come and leave your hard hat home. It's a war zone. Head on the swivel, gotta know what's going on. Yeah, it get real on the war zone. Feeling like the war zone is yours. Yeah, gotta finish strong to get a war zone. The war's going down at the war zone, of course. I'm logging in the war zone whenever I get bored. It's a war zone. I ain't see nobody pack the parking lot like DT. Be careful how I speak, me in black on that BP. Mom of the week, you can speak when you see me. Well, war zone, entertaining like TV. Yeah, we don't be nowhere to park at the park. Up late with it, scrolling war zone at the door. Bring a bag with you, you gon' be surprised what he charge. Got a tent ready, waiting on the tournament to start. Yeah, bring your lemonade, you can sell it. Yeah, you just gotta read, they gon' tell it. Yeah, offline big dogs beat peasants. Yeah, I'm from Keisha, but James still a legend in war zone. I would be tripping, I respect it in war zone. Misspell, Marcy gon' correct it in war zone. One wrong post to get hit. They can't check it, so they might as well respect it. It's war zone. Better keep your hard hat on, it's a war zone. Come and leave your hard at home, it's a war zone. Head on the swivel, gotta know what's going on. Yeah, it get real on the war zone. Feeling like the war zone is yours. Yeah, gotta finish strong to get a war zone. The war's going down at the war zone, of course. I'm logging in the war zone whenever I get bored. It's a war zone. DT what up? DT what up? Black what up? Black what up? Say what up? It's a war zone. Huncho Lane what up? Lane what up? Cold fruit, what up? It's a war zone. You feeling like the war zone is yours? Yeah, gotta finish strong to get a war zone. The war's going down at the war zone, of course. I'm logging in the war zone whenever I get bored. It's a war zone. Got the war zone, war show packed like a small car. Talent everywhere, bunch of war zone all stars. Invite only, you gon' only see the real. Hey, bring me a reel, we got the shun on the grill. Yeah, the war zone is strictly for the gutters. They in Huncho lane, they ain't nothing but some trouble. Shout out to Pickle Lady, she ain't nothing but a hustler. I got a hard time cause I represented Tucker. Yeah, her lane post a flyer, they don't notice. Yeah, parents go complaining about the coach. Yeah, war zone games, I be posted. Be careful what you post, might get checked by the focus in war zone. Trying not to be the one who slipping in war zone. Cash always be tripping in war zone. They gon' go hard on the hater. Uncle Bell from Lambo always kicking flavor in war zone. Better keep your hard hat on, it's a war zone. Come and leave your hard hat home, it's a war zone. Head on the swivel, gotta know what's going on. Yeah, it get real on the war zone. Feeling like the war zone is yours. Yeah, gotta finish strong to get a war zone. The war's going down at the war zone, of course. I'm logging in the war zone whenever I get bored. It's a war zone. It's a war zone. It's a war zone. Feeling like the war zone is yours. Yeah, gotta finish strong to get a war zone. The war's going down at the war zone, of course. I'm logging in the war zone whenever I get bored. It's a war zone. War zone. War zone, better keep your hard hat on. It's a war zone. Come and leave your hard hat home. It's a war zone. Head on the swivel, gotta know what's going on. Yeah, it get real on the war zone. Feeling like the war zone is yours. Yeah. Gotta finish strong to get a war zone award. Going down at the war zone, of course. I'm logging in the war zone whenever I get bored. It's the war zone. I ain't see nobody pack the parking lot like DT. Be careful how I speak, me in black on that BP. Mom of the week, you can speak when you see me. Swear war zone, entertaining like TV. Yeah, we don't be nowhere to park at the park. Up late with it, scrolling war zone at the door. Bring a bag with you, you gon' be surprised what he charge. Got the tent ready, waiting on the tournament to start. Yeah, bring your lemonade, you can sell it. Yeah, you just gotta read, they gon' tell it. Yeah, offline big dogs beat peasants. Yeah, I Keisha, but James still a legend in war zone. I would be tripping, I respect it in war zone. Miss Phil, Marcia gon' be
everybody, y'all tuned into another episode of the War Zone Youth Sports Podcast. Now, I ain't just got an average guy here with me. I ain't just got a normal guy with me. I got the guy here with me, man. Coach Tommy Slaughter, whatever you want to call him. Coach PJ, man. Like when I tell y'all, man, it's an honor to have this guy here with me, man. If you've been around Atlanta, you know you football, you know Coach Tommy. It's nowhere around it. And if you don't, I'm finna put you up. So, Coach, introduce yourself, man, if you don't mind.
Oh, wow. My name is Tommy Slaughter. They consider me one of the, pioneers of youth football in the city of Atlanta, well as the state of Georgia. I also did a lot with basketball and other things. I just actually did a lot of recreational things for so many years with a lot of kids and a lot of people and a lot of parents. So when you say that, you got to put a hole with me. I am a recreational person, not just a coach.
And I'm gonna tell this story before we even get into the interview. So when I was like 14, we had this little crew on Bankhead. So we walked Bankhead, we would terrorize people. We end up in Grove Park Gym. They had a kid who ended up being one of my partners, Rob. He had glasses on, Coach Tommy team. And so we talking junk to him. He wanted to fight, so we wait for him. We sitting outside the van. They come out. We jumping. We ready to get him. Now, any other situation he's got, Coach Tommy hop out. Well, my bad. We're gonna say PJ. Coach PJ hop out, and he look at us. So everybody free. I'm talking about like we were ridiculous. We finna get everybody on the van. We free. He talking about what y'all doing? I know your mom. What you doing? And when he said that, everybody just bagged up, man. We took off. That's the kind of respect. Like, this ain't just a youth coach. There's someone in the hood that you look up to. You see Coach Tommy. You see him doing good. You see him living good. So it's someone I want to be like Coach Tommy.
Absolutely.
So Coach Tommy, me asking you on here, how did you get into coaching? What changed you that made you want to coach?
You know what? Wow. I'm originally from, I wouldn't just say one neighborhood. I kind of adventured a little bit when I was young because I had sisters and brothers. So I'm originally from Dixie Hill. That's where I come from. I had a little bit of flat land in me because my mom stayed down there. I had a little bit of Bankhead in me and others. But I always knew I wanted to coach. See, what I did when I was young, and if you from Dixie Hill, you knew I would always set up the football game. I would take T-shirts and the black marker, write the numbers on, and I make sure the place play Watley Street. Sure the place you're gonna play Watley Street. We're going up top to do that. I did that, maybe at 9, 10 years old.
No equipment.
No equipment. Then I got smart. I used to go up to Turner High, and God forgive me for saying this. I used to go up to Turner High. We used to break in the back. I used to get equipment. Then I started getting real raw with it. I started putting equipment on. And I'm just as young as that is doing it. So I kind of always knew. My first team I ever coached, it's a true story. Derek was in high school. And I come up 8th grade, they had just started. You had to do 90 hours of community service.
Yep, remember the day.
Watch this here. And at that time, my sister was one of the best friends with Tamika Moore, and she had a brother named Bingo, and a little brother named Zay. Zay was the tall kid in the city at the time. I had Ernest Houston, Carvel Booker, Travis Booker, and all them, and we started a basketball team. And I started a little basketball team. They was 6, 7 years old, playing 8 and 0. I didn't know we was actually good till we had to play Wallace Prake to them. who had the team. I lost in the championship by 3. And that's what started me with that. I coached from then on, knew what I wanted to do no matter what. Even when I went through the phase of running the streets, I still found a way to give back and start coaching.
And with being on this podcast, anybody know me, you know I'm gonna come straight forward with it. So I'm gonna ask you. I remember when the Adamville Vikings,
Okay.
yourself,
Okay.
there's a lot of legends. So if I forget you, don't be mad at me. Coach Tim,
Okay.
Jermaine,
Okay.
JP,
Okay.
what my big man name, he'll cut me out on saying Frank.
Frank
It was a lot of you guys over there.
Absolutely.
And they was dominating the city league.
No question.
And for other teams to be able to compete, you mind telling what they had to do to get you guys out of the city league when y'all went to Cascade then for a quick hot set spell, right?
Well, you know what? Here's what happened. We was dominating the city. When you started, one program started winning 6, 8, 10, and 12 almost every year, it made a difference. But then they started telling us about this team, this league called Mayfield, with unlimited weight. See, they had unlimited weight. And then they started bragging about these DeKalb County teams, what was so good and this and that. And the city was small-minded. We couldn't beat Aggression Park. We couldn't beat those teams. So we did. We said, okay, listen, I tell you what. We'll go to a tournament. Whatever tournament they at, we'll go play them. Never forget, we'll go to a tournament, we'll go play them. And I can't even think of the coach's name with the Dreads. Probably one of the best coaches over there at Central DeKalb. When he first played me and I played him, we beat him. And they were just amazed to see the speed level, the aggressiveness level we had, but we were small. They was huge. Remember that we all went by weight.
Yep.
So my 8 and under team, the most they could weigh was 100 pounds. But I'm playing against unlimited weight. And when they decided to see that, they realized that we were just as talented they were. So stop saying that the city wasn't good or that the camp kind of are. Unlimited weight teams are better than teams who lose on the weight side. Val over Central Cap.
My guy Val.
Great man. Let me tell you something. Respect him. Right today, I don't have anything. I can't come up with nothing to say about Val. Anything negative I can't. Because he showed me he was like me. He was for kids. You know, we was in a situation where, you know, the city came up with this rule about felonies. You know, I won't get into deep about background, history, whatever, but make a long story short, they almost wiped out all the great coaches in the city. They said, okay, you can't coach now. Why not? You got a felony. What felony do you mean? A misdemeanor or a felony I did 10, 15 years ago? You gonna hold that against me when I was 17 and now I'm 35? Right. So Val, I never forget, Val stepped up and said, y'all come up over here. He put us up under his organization, but we still could use our name. We still could be the Atlanta Vikings, but we was up under their organization. They're playing in Mayfield.
I never knew that.
Yes. Yeah, I'm talking about, he supported us, man. And think about it. He let us come over there to play against his team and probably win their championships. You see what I'm trying to say?
And one thing I can say about Val, too, while we speaking on Val real quick, Val is one of the reasons Warzone is what it is. No, this guy he helped me with my tournaments from having everything organized, as far as payments, anything I need, Val do it. He been handling the schedule for the Warzone Bowl for the last 7 years. And every time I try to pay Val, he say,
no, thank you.
Watch out, little bro.
That's him.
Just keep being you and we good.
That's him.
That's my payment to Val.
That's him.
Being me. That's good enough for him.
That's
Whatever I need, he come through. Everything. Just keep being me.
That's him.
Great stand-up guy.
Oh, wow. No doubt.
Now, with you coaching for so many years, mentoring so many people,
absolutely.
What was some of the times what was a situation that just took you over, like it was too overwhelming as a coach?
You know what? And this is true. You know, this is not a makeup. And I look at it now because the wave has came that way. Our organization, you know, we believed in straight age group. We didn't do single age groups. We did 6 and under, 8 and under, 10 and under, 12 and under. I did 8 and under, so that means I did 7 and 8-year-old football. I didn't do a single age group. So if I had to play somebody, and I had a 8 and under team, that means I might have had 13 7-year-olds on that team and 4 8-year-olds on that team. But we're gonna compete. We're gonna play. So it's a lot of times that's where we was falling in place with. But like you say, everybody was moving forward with it. Everybody was moving forward. Everybody was saying, listen, I don't want to give up my team. I want to coach my team. And I'll never forget our organization. And this is the time I actually retired. This is the time I walked away from football. I just said, well, we had a strong 6 and under team a year. And one of our coaches, just not talking about trying to put them out on Front Street.
You telling the facts.
One of our coaches wanted to come and coach his team. He said, listen, we're gonna do 7. This year we're doing 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. We decided to do that. I vouched for him and said, okay, listen, you're right. I feel like you should coach your team at 7. I just do an 8-year-old team. This first year I did. I said, I do a straight 8, you do the 7. I said, but listen, next year, I don't want to have the issue about you saying now I want to move up my team now. Now, if you can promise me that, then we'll move forward. Fine. Once the season started, the particular coach decided to say, okay, he like his boys. And it's okay. It's fine. So when the season ended, we both won it. When the season ended, I gave my team up. They went up to 9.
Yeah.
8 got ready to come. It became a conflict. It became, those are my kids, which is right. Those are your kids. So what our organization decided to do was say, okay, listen, don't hold back. I'm not going to hold them back because, first of all, we're family first. It's bigger than fighting about a team or some kids because I'm for kids. Hey, do me a favor. How about you take your team, which is your kids who you say, and guess what? I'll try to build an 8 and under team so we can have a team.
Right.
You got an opportunity right now to go to another park, find you a park right now where you can go play, and you can be whatever you want to be with this team. And that team probably was the strongest team in the state every year. It got better and better, hands down. The team I grabbed that particular year, I didn't have nothing but 8 kids that year. All the way through, I had 8 kids before the season started. I went to the league and told the league, listen, can you give me 2 buys before the season started? Give me 2 buys so I can have enough time to try to build a team. Never forget, one kid came the next following week. The week I got ready to play that Wednesday, 2 kids came on the field. I didn't have a quarterback. 2 kids came on the field. One was 7 and one was 8, 2 brothers. I said, well, one of them got to be my quarterback. And so happened, the young boy happened to be he was bigger than the brother. So it gave me a solid team when I had 12 kids that year. That particular year, the Decatur Army was the strongest team in our league that particular year. I played them the 4th game, 5th game of the season. They beat me.
That was mascot boy with a big quarterback.
Yeah. They beat me. We wasn't quite ready yet, but they don't know what type of coach they dealing with. I kept working. This particular team, I practiced, and God forgive me again, I practiced almost 6 days a week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. We played on Saturday. And sometimes we went back and practiced on Sunday because we just didn't have the talent. I had to put in a lot of work. We got to the playoffs, went through the playoffs, we make it to the championship. We have to play Decatur Army. First time I ever seen somebody size me up, and I already have some championship T-shirts I already made. Decatur Army, right. This is
level of
true.
Disrespect.
Listen, level of disrespect. First of all, they know they messing one of the goats in football.
Right. Correct.
I'm in the locker room. Shawty Pimp, cousin of mine, come in the locker room. He said, hey, cuz, you wouldn't believe what they doing out there. I said, what are you talking about? He say, they got championship T-shirts already made. He took a picture and showed me. I said, you know what? They won't even get on. They won't even get on the scoreboard. They won't even see it. I promise you that. We come out there when the smoke cleared. It was 20-something nothing. 20-something nothing. So football is not about what you do at the beginning. It's what you do in the end.
Right.
That championship there probably was the sweetest championship I've ever had because I had a bunch of kids who never played before. As a matter of fact, I had a kid on that team named Champ who played with that team, the Decatur Army, the year before. Never got in the game. They laughed at him. They said, hey, how could y'all have Champ out there playing on the field that little, playing cornerback, and he never played with us? Y'all ain't coaching.
Right. Different coaches bring things out of you.
Hey, man, listen. Like I said, that particular year was my last year actually coaching because here's another thing. What happened was my 7-year-old team won the championship. I won the 8 championship. Watch yourself. Now, let me get to the other point. Alex, born to compete. They do the ranking thing. So he wanted me to participate in a tournament. I said, Alex, do me a favor. I said, I don't have enough. I said, my kids can't go play 3-4 games then try to make it to a championship. I said, do me a favor. It ain't going to hurt me none because they ain't going to make me either win or lose. I said, let me play that team who's the best team and get it over with. If they beat me, it's okay. And if they don't, it's still okay. We ended up playing them. They were just too strong for me. They just couldn't beat them at all. But I actually still had the opportunity to let my kids go out there and compete. And then I knew I was done with it. So when we got back, which was 3 weeks later, almost a month later, as an organization, we had to sit down and see what we was going to do next. We thought we had nipped that in the bud, but actually we didn't because the 7-year-old team up under the table felt like, guess what? I want to do what now?
Stay with my team.
Stay with my team. So they felt like the idea we had, I was holding things back because of I just wanted to do 8 and under. Right. I didn't want to move up. I could have moved up with some of the best teams. When I had Ant-Man, I could have moved up. When I had the team before that, when I won the championship, I could have moved up. I always sent kids up so they can go and meet and greet somebody else and not being coached by the same coach every single year. Whatever I do for you might be something different up there. If I put you at quarterback, maybe once you got the 10 and under, you might be a receiver. Right. Or you might be a running back. I don't know. But they never let that happen because guess what? Every year they move up and move up and move up and move up with the kids. Not saying it's a good or bad thing. It just, I didn't agree with it at that time. But now I see that it's wide open with it now.
I mean, to be honest, man, youth football, the game that we in right now, it has changed so much that it's not coaching no more.
Okay.
Like from yourself or Coach Tim or Coach Walker, or we can even say Trez, Georgia Rattlers.
Okay.
We can name a lot of y'all that actually been coaching and putting in work. It's different.
Absolutely.
Now all teams are doing, and it's not hate because I support all teams, but majority of teams just running hills and calling plays.
Yeah.
They running hills. Like I'm sitting there with Coach Tim at a game, a 12U game. The kid splits was about this big.
Wow.
12U.
Wow.
This big. And he wondering why they blitzing him.
Wow.
They wondering why he can't get no yard.
Yeah.
They're not coaching. They just running hills and calling plays.
Absolutely.
So another buddy, I know he closer with you, and someone I always looked up to as well, Bojack, Coach Bojack. He came back like 3 years ago.
Great friend of mine.
Came back 3 years ago. When I tell you he was so confused.
Yeah.
He was so confused. Because now it's worse than buying players.
Oh, man.
You kissing up the parents. You letting parents control your team. Coach, tell me, you'll go crazy if a parent walk on your practice field and tell you what you need to do.
First of all, a parent wouldn't do it because of the respect they had for me.
Correct.
See, we had a field with some Mill Park where you got to come down the hill, and that's where the team's at. So if a parent came down there, you actually putting yourself in the spotlight. So somebody gonna say, why are you down here? Or what's going on? So you always stayed on top of the hill. And you got a chance to see your kids them because you had enough space and area to see it. But you never came down there and sit and watch practice or tell me what I could and what I couldn't do with your child. If you trusted me, then you knew I had the best interest for your kid. For years, in the late '80s, early '90s, when you was playing, we picked up kids.
Back of the truck.
Man, I had a blue car. Everybody know this blue car with this certain picture on the hood. I had a blue car, blue and white car. It stood out. It actually probably was a great recruiting car because it had a naked lady on the hood. It was fancy, and all the kids wanted to bingo that car. I used to pile so many kids up in that car because I wanted to make sure everybody came to practice. I would tell you, don't walk, we'll be there. Don't walk, we'll be there. My director, Jamila Jones, found a way down in the city to get one of them old vans before they started making the green new vans and the white new van. She gave me a blue van where you had to boost it off every day to crank it up. I used that van to pick up kids every day. And that what got me going. I'm like, don't walk, I got you, I'll pick you up, such and such. Because I wanted to make sure if they got to practice, we gonna pray. We're gonna be fine. I don't need you missing practice because you can't get there. Or your mom won't take you. I got you, I'm coming. I went through Dogwood, I went through Bankhead, I went through Flatland, I picked up all the kids I can get. I went through Pittsburgh, I was grabbing Greaves at that time, so it made a difference.
Right.
It did.
One of the moments that stick out to you is two.
Okay.
When I think Coach, I'm gonna tell you the first one, not you running us off the bus, but well, my bad. I can go for three.
Okay.
One was my second year coaching. No, my third year coaching. I had a special kid on my team now. He was with me. He was 7. Player of the year 7. He was with me. Kid feet was so big. He was like a 10.5 shoot.
Yeah, he wore 11.
At 7, 8 years old. He left my team, went to Coach Tommy's team. Now, all dudes, like he said, it was mixed age group. I had a team with 27 8-year-olds, and he was the only 7-year-old on my team. So when the 28, all them 8-year-olds went up to 9, I ain't have a team. He went to the Vikings. But like you said, I got other kids.
But here's what happened. That same kid is my blood. So
He was coming anyway.
yeah, remember, I didn't have a 7-year-old. That's the year we were doing single age. So I didn't bring him over there to let him just be punished. Because I had a really good 8-year-old team. That team I had that particular year before him was unbelievable, unreal. So I went and I told his mom, I said, listen, when he turned 8, I'm going to take over with him.
And that ain't even what I'm getting to.
Okay.
Yeah, I was just throwing it out there.
All right.
Kid, we talking about Anthony Elwood.
Oh, wow.
Ant-Man.
Oh, okay.
Ant-Man. But listen.
Okay, all right.
Anyway, that year, I played him in B2C.
You played me?
That was the worst ass whipping I've ever taken. As a coach, nobody could ever say they hung up 40. And what made it so bad, Ant-Man, little badass, pick up the 40. It was 40-0. He pick up the 40-yard down marker, and run it over there and say, great game, Coach DT. Hugged me and handed it to me. I looked down. I said, man, get your little butt away from me. He took out running. That was the worst loss.
What he was letting you know you got beat by 40?
By 40. He handed me the 40.
Who beat you by 40?
It was an old school guy, man. But it was just my second, third year coaching.
I understand.
Like 2000 and,
I understand.
2009.
I understand.
2010.
I
But
understand.
the games stick out most now.
Okay.
I remember this game like it was yesterday. I wasn't coaching it, but you was. It was you versus Coach Hall.
Okay.
Johnny White Paul was packed to capacity. I mean, y'all, I'm talking about down there by where Big Dad is at. People had to park down there. I still to this day, and I do Warzone ball. I haven't seen a single field park ever be this packed.
On a Sunday.
And this was the beauty of it, though. 0-0. They played so hard.
Absolutely.
When it was time to go to overtime, Charles and Tommy looked at it and just said,
because
we can't do it to him.
Here's what happened. The game was so intense, and you can tell that so many people was betting and had whatever they had going on about that game. And you can see that if we went in overtime, whoever did a score, it just was going to make the crowd erupt. They was waiting on that for sure situation. I'm telling you, it was one of them games where whoever scored, it was gonna be some fighting, maybe some. I don't know what it was gonna be, but I know for a youth
wasn't gonna
game,
be well.
I hadn't seen a crowd like that. Period. I hadn't, seriously. And I looked around, and that's when they said, "Well, what we want to do? You want to do an overtime?" I looked. I just seen animosity. I seen heat. I seen everything. I'm like, hey, look, I don't have nothing to prove. You know, we did what we had to do. Let's just let it go. And remember, and I had a smaller team anyway. And that particular game, one of my best backs, and I tell, and look, let this be a learning lesson to coaches. When you're getting ready for the playoffs, all that want to go and scrimmage another team or go do a Sunday game, let all that go until you make sure you get your goal completed. Because that particular game, the next following week, playoffs started in the Mayfield, and one of my best backs, I had a two-headed combination out this world of 1 and 2.
I can say that name.
Okay, don't say it.
Workhorse and Drake.
Workhorse and Drake, had them since they were young. Everybody know about my 1 and 2. And Drake, at that particular game, cracked his leg. Messing with that game, a game that mean me anything, shouldn't have played it, should have waited, and it ended up costing me where I had to run one kid almost every play because it was all I had. I ran in the Central DeKalb, the second game, semifinal to get to the championship. Central DeKalb had 2 good teams that year. And Macon, that's his name. Macon.
Okay.
Hey, Macon. I had to give you a shout out, man. You know I respect and love you. Me and Macon probably played. I might be the only coach Macon could probably say in his archives that he's never beat. But making a long story short, Macon had my number that day. Macon jumped on me 26 to 7 at halftime. 26 to 7. All the phones ringing, everybody saying, hey, we played at Glenwood Park. Everybody saying, hey, Tommy getting his butt whooped, such and such. Y'all need to get over. I said, it's fine. But I had a number 2, everybody knowing Workhorse. And they know I would run the same. Everybody think I run the same play, it just looked like that. But long story short, I came to him, and I grabbed Workhorse, and I gave him one of the speeches of all time. And I seen second half, I never seen a kid take over a game like he did by himself, single-handedly. Number 2.
63 carries in one game.
Listen, and when the score was over with, the score was 42 to 26. How do you do that?
Workhorse. I remember that, man. I remember that.
Never forget it.
I remember that. I remember that like it was yesterday.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. So like people, when y'all talking about GOATs, I mean it's some new guys that's winning, but it's more than winning.
It is.
When you a GOAT, my GOAT, if I call you a GOAT, you're winning, you're coaching, you're mentoring, you're changing lives, and you helping these kids. It's so many more avenues to being a GOAT than winning. Like, cause now all you do is go out the talent. You can't even compare the two.
Absolutely. It's about football now is just like AAU basketball was back then. Everybody talked about me being probably one of the best coaches in the state of Georgia history in basketball of all I did with basketball level, having teams and recruiting, having amazing kids and teaching kids this and that. But football, people don't understand. I took what I got because I let my kids move up. So every year I came in, and some years I won it, and I had a down year. I had 15 7-year-olds and 3 8-year-olds, and I might win 6-7 or 6-0, and I'll take that championship than the one when I'm winning 40 to nothing or anything like that.
Right.
So it's about how do you, as a coach, keep moving forward. But it's not knocking nothing what everybody's doing now. It's not. Because if you go into the Nationals and you got to compete against a Miami,
gotta have the best.
a team from South Bend, Indiana, Notre Dame, or something like that, you got to have your kids ready to rock and roll. So you're going to have to go and get this kid or a new kid and keep going and keep moving forward. If not, you ain't no need of you going because they doing the same thing. These kids are bigger, faster, stronger. It's more kids now, 6'1", 6'2", 12 years old, playing football I ever seen. That was over average back in your days. Yeah. If we had a kid who was 6'2", fast and strong, we call him the horse. That's an Eddie Rowe.
Eddie Rowe.
You don't have too many Eddie Rows come across like that. That's every now and then. That's a Jamal Lewis. They come every now and then, and they stick out because everybody else was this side. Now, hey, 6'2", 6'1", 6'3". Come on.
Man. So people, finna take a quick break. And we coming back, man. Tommy can do this. Coach Tommy can do this all day. Hey, this could be a 5-hour show, and he ain't gonna run out of stuff game to give you. Like, I promise you gotta have him. You gotta have these great guys on speed dial. So we're gonna take a quick break. We're coming back. We got another guest we bringing on, another legend around the city. He's gonna come on and join them. So it's gonna be Batman and Robin. We ain't saying who Batman, we ain't saying who Robin. We just saying they kicked a lot of ass together. So we come back from the break. We coming with these guys, man.
It's a war zone. Come and leave your hard at home. It's a war zone. Head on the swivel, gotta know what's going on. Yeah, it get real on the war zone. Feeling like the war zone is yours. Yeah, gotta finish strong to get a war zone award. Going down at the war zone, of course. I'm logging in the war zone whenever I get bored. It's a war zone. I ain't see nobody pack the parking lot like DT. Be careful how I speak. Me and Black on that BP. Mom of the week, you can speak when you see me. Swear war zone, entertaining like TV. Yeah, we don't be nowhere to park at the park. Up late with it, scrolling war zone at the door. Bring a bag with you, you gon' be surprised what he charge. Got a tent ready, waiting on the tournament to start. Yeah, bring your lemonade, you can sell it. Yeah, you just gotta read, they gon' tell it. Yeah, offline, big dogs, beat peasants. Yeah, I fuck Keisha, but James still a legend in war zone. I would be tripping, I respect it in war zone. Misspell, Marcy gon' correct it in war zone. One wrong post will get hit. They can't check it, so they might as well respect it. It's war zone. Better keep your hard hat on, it's a war zone. Come and leave your hard at home, it's a war zone. Head on the swivel, gotta know what's going on. Yeah, it get real on the war zone. Feeling like the war zone is yours. Yeah, gotta finish strong to get a war zone award. Going down at the war zone, of course. I'm logging in the war zone whenever I get bored. It's a war zone. DT, what up? Black, what up? Say what up? It's a war zone. Metro Lane, what up? Cold fruit, what up? It's a war zone. You feeling like the war zone is yours? Yeah, gotta finish strong to get a war zone award. Going down at the war zone, of course. I'm logging in the war zone whenever I get bored. It's a war zone. Got the war zone award show packed like a small car. Talent everywhere, bunch of war zone all stars. Invite only, you gon' only see the real. Hey, bring me a reel, we got the shun on the grill. Yeah, the war zone is strictly for the gutters. Saying Huncho Lane, they ain't nothing but some trouble. Shout out to Percolator, she ain't nothing but a hustler. I got a hard time cause I represented Tucker. Yeah, her lane post a flyer, they don't notice. Yeah, parents go complaining about the coach. Yeah, war zone games I be posting. Be careful what you post, might get checked by the focus in war zone. Trying not to be the one who slipping in war zone. Cash A always be tripping in war zone. They gon' go hard on the hater. Uncle Bell from Lambo always kicking flavor in war zone. Better keep your hard hat on, it's a war zone. Come and leave your hard at home, it's a war zone. Head on the swivel, gotta know what's going on. Yeah, it get real on the war zone. Feeling like the war zone is yours. Yeah, gotta finish strong to get a war zone award. Going down at the war zone, of course. I'm logging in the war zone whenever I get bored. It's a war zone. It's a war zone. It's a war zone. Feeling like the war zone is yours. Yeah, gotta finish strong to get a war zone award. Going down at the war zone, of course. I'm logging in the war zone whenever I get bored. It's a war zone. War zone. War zone, Better keep your hard hat on, it's a war zone. Come and leave your hard at home, it's a war zone. Head on the swivel, gotta know what's going on. Yeah, it get real on the war zone. Feeling like the war zone is yours. Yeah, gotta finish strong to get a war zone award. Going down at the war zone, of course. I'm logging in the war zone whenever I get bored. It's a war zone. I ain't seen nobody pack the parking lot like DT. Be careful how I speak, me in black on that BP. Mom of the week, you can speak when you see me. Swear war zone, entertaining like TV. Yeah, we don't be nowhere to park at the park. Up late with it, scrolling war zone at the door. Bring a bag with you, you gon' be surprised what he charge. Got a tent ready, waiting on the tournament to start. Yeah, bring your lemonade, you can sell it. Yeah, you just gotta read, they gon' tell it. Yeah, offline big dogs beat peasants. Yeah, I Keisha, but James still a legend in war zone. I would be tripping, I respect it in war zone. Misspell, Marcy gon' correct it in war zone. One wrong post will get hit. They can't check it, so they might as well respect it. It's war zone. Better keep your hard hat on, it's a war zone. Come and leave your hard at home, it's a war zone. Head on the swivel, gotta know what's going on. Yeah, it get real on the war zone. Feeling like the war zone is yours. Yeah, gotta finish strong to get a war zone award. Going down at the war zone, of course. I'm logging in the war zone whenever I get bored. It's a war zone. DT what up? DT what up? Black what up? Black what up? Say what up? It's a war zone. Metro Lane what up? Lane what up? Cold fruit, what up? It's a war zone. You feeling like the war zone is yours? Yeah. Gotta finish strong to get a war zone award. Going down at the war zone, of course. I'm logging in the war zone whenever I get bored. It's a war zone. Got the war zone award show packed like a small car. Telling everywhere, bunch of war zone all stars. Invite only, you gon' only see the real. Hey, bring me a real, we got the sun on the grill. Yeah, the war zone is strictly for the gutters. They ain't hunt your lane, they ain't nothing but some trouble. Shout out to Percolator, she ain't nothing but a hustle.
All right, man, we back. Warzone U Sport podcast. Like I told you, I was bringing someone else on, man. Like, I want y'all to know this. When Warzone do something, we do it. I do. Hey, man. Coach JP, man. How you doing, Coach? Yeah, man, everything good, man. Definitely, man. Love having you guys here, man. So, it's rare you see two great coaches on one staff with no tension. They just doing their thing, pushing forward. Multiple years. So I'm gonna ask you, Cole, how did you guys keep that rocking and then let it affect your coaching or your friendship?
It never was an ego. We never got into it with each other about who this head coach is.
And I don't know who the head coach is.
Nobody could say it. The thing is, it depends on the situation, who the head coach may be. Some days it might be me because he's over there working the referees or the kids. I'm the head coach, what you need. Some days it might be him, but it's more about the ego. I didn't have one, he didn't have one. And the way we was taught by Ms. Jones is it's about these kids. We don't care how you look. When they first saw me and him, we was the kids from the street, the dope dealers. Yeah. You got the dope boys that got the team. That's what they labeled us as, the dope boy team. That blue car. And I'm gonna call it who it was. Fat Boy James. They were the first one to say that. James. But not in the wrong way or negative way. He just used to say, hey, that them dope boy. Yeah, they got that dope boy team. And we rolled with that, and it became me and that man now. I was coaching when I was still at Dub.
But see, I'm going to tell you now, being a kid, like I said, I played youth football, I played high school, but like probably by my senior year, freshman year of college, I was like, I'm going home, I'm a coach. Y'all made it cool.
Right.
Not saying the other guys who was in play, like you had Cole Barry, Perry Home, real legend. Cole Barry walked by, niggas stopped selling dope.
Great Barry White.
They respected him that much.
Yeah.
So that Barry Little.
Yeah, Barry Little.
So they would stop. He could walk down there and tell niggas stop fighting, they would stop because of the respect he has as a coach. But also, when you looking at a guy like you guys, you know, dress good, ride good, you like, man, coach, I can coach. And see, it took from, man, I can get out here and sell this. I can coach. I can coach. So you change the narrative.
Right.
Easy.
Made it cool to be like that.
You got to think about it. We was in Allen Temple, and guess what?
Hey.
You got Allen Temple. Then you got Dixie Hill. So we going from Allen Temple
Dixie
and putting kids, and even over there at Cleveland Avenue, See, I don't even want to talk about, Javaris,
Crit.
Andre Wilker.
Andre.
I got them from Cleveland Avenue.
Right.
Boo, all them.
Yep.
Nick Turner, all them came from Cleveland Avenue and came over there.
Jason.
I'll never forget. Tim Wynn, and I tell people this, if you don't know him, you gotta love him, you gotta respect him, you gotta honor him, and he's a class act. Tim Wynn is probably, besides my father, Tim Wynn is probably the next thing on the map to me. Because every situation I've been through fighting cancer, needed somebody to talk to, struggling in a situation, he's always been there. Our year, we coached. Tim needed somewhere to go. Tim came over there to Adamville and taught me and Coach JP everything what young men should be about if you're gonna do this game right here. See, my thing was, my director, Ms. Jones, which is like my mother, she told me this. She said, listen, boy, you around here with an attitude and don't know what you got an attitude for. This man is gonna change your life.
Yeah.
He's gonna make you not just a coach, he's gonna make you the ultimate coach.
Yeah.
And I said, what? She said, yeah. She said, you better listen to him. You better understand what he's doing. And you better follow him.
That's right.
So if she didn't tell me to do it, guess what I would have said? Man, Tim, I don't care, man. I got this going on.
Yeah.
Because I still had that street mentality about me. Like, you can't come over here in my spot and try to run nothing.
That's what it was at first.
You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But he showed us all the revenues
Way
about
different.
being able to run something. See, guess what? Don't nobody do it like Adamville did with the bags, the 5-6 uniforms,
Oh, that's
4-5
where they get it from
helmets.
now.
The
So
line.
y'all hearing now where it come from.
Yeah.
But continue.
The kids in line.
The kids in
Everybody
line.
on one
They
knee.
still doing it.
It's like a regiment.
But I want
It's
these,
uniform.
I want these parents who gonna watch this to know that.
Oh
your
yeah, where the
coach-
original from?
Can you see?
He told me. Huh?
He can take this call.
Mm-hmm.
He can take this call. Tell him something.
All right.
Yep.
You see what I'm saying? What they call it. But that's the thing when you talk about Adamville Vikings, what we started.
Yeah.
And I want to say this because you mentioned it about dealing with the council. Now I remember this like it was yesterday. I was in the 11th grade.
Mm-hmm.
We walking down the hall. It's me, it's Big Cisse, and it's my homeboy Charlie. You say you know his mama from the Bowling Company.
No
There was
question.
a nigga walking down the hallway, and the nigga had a shirt. He had your picture.
I had to call you back.
He had Coach Tommy on it.
Yeah.
Coach J,
think-
Coach
think-
PJ.
You thinking the worst? Yeah.
He had the shirt on. He said, give him a second. But he had the shirt on. They said, praying for Coach PJ. No lie, we made that nigga take that shirt off. We like, Coach, he good. We ain't finna wear that. Nigga finished the day in the wife beater. They had to get him one of them gym shirts.
Man,
the
watch
nigga was
this
not
here.
finna wear that shirt in the hallway. Coach.
You're right.
The
DT.
crazy part
'Cause
about
I
it-
didn't,
Not
I
finna
didn't
wear
wear
that shirt.
Yeah, I didn't wear the
We
shirt.
made him take it off.
Man, that shirt, wow.
Mm-hmm.
You know what, that's been
And I think the
22
shirt
years
was
ago.
purple.
22.
We made him take it off.
22
22
years
years ago, I was
man.
16.
I just told you. You think I'm lying
22
because
years
Tim sent me that picture
Oh,
of
that
it,
shirt. Yeah, you sent to me too.
a reminder to let me know how far I've came.
Yeah.
We made him take it off in the hallway. Like it was nothing he could say. No,
Look at
man,
that.
I'm just showing support.
Look at that shirt. Ain't that something? Yeah, look. That don't even look at me. Look at the picture. Don't even look like me. That's how bad I was struggling. But you know, life carry you through situations. Life carry you through ups and downs. That's when you talk about me and him. JP and PJ, it really means something. People don't understand that. Like, that's my partner, my best friend. You know what I mean? My right-hand man. You know, what I did, you know, he right there with me, no matter what. Whatever he did, I'm right there with him, no matter what. You know, we started. People don't understand. We actually started Midnight League basketball.
Go ahead.
We call ourselves having games, which is up under the table, the money games. Well,
Yeah,
you
we
know,
go open the gym.
yeah, open the gym. You know, Ken Underwood them wanted to play.
Shout it low.
Charlotte Lodem had Barnhole had a team. We had a team
Right.
at Allen Temple. The Marietta boys, they had a team.
Yep.
And we had the keys to the gym.
Yes, sir.
So get what? We can't do it until everything's. So we do it at 11 o'clock at night.
Yep.
And I realized, I said, man, you know what? This might be something.
Right.
Let me try to bring this to Gerald Brown and see what they thought. That's how things get started. Ideas.
Right.
Ideas are made from the streets.
Right. My boy Brandon Gooch. Shouts out to Gooch, man. Gooch got the softball league going on Sunday.
Been doing
over
good.
there at
Seen
Center
that.
Hill.
Yeah.
Hey, man, listen.
Yeah.
Shout out to Head.
Yeah.
Head come from me, man. One of my kids.
Yeah.
Head, I got Head from over there at Born Home. Kid, one of my linebackers, man. I love him to death. I want to tell him, shout out Head. You know how I feel about your son, always.
That Gooch? Gooch called Gooch Head? Or that somebody?
No, Head is Gooch's partner.
Oh, okay. I was say Gooch play football now?
No, Head did.
I remember
His
Gooch
partner.
running the hallway and I'm telling man,
Yeah,
you better
yeah,
take your
yeah.
little butt to class.
No,
But
that's Head.
great guy, man. He makes sure he sponsor whatever the youth need, man. Amazing guy. But I just want to make sure people watching this get to see what I've been telling y'all for long. You got two legends here. They came. JP came. PJ came. Tommy, whatever you want to call him, he came.
Yeah.
Right now, when y'all go to the youth games, what do you see different? What do you see better? What do you see need to change?
Boy, you want to answer that?
I want it. I want the answer.
You want the truth?
I want.
Yeah.
Hey, I don't want
Okay,
the political
let me
truth.
say this. And
It's just us. We ain't worried about coming. It's just us. three talking.
we saw the wave coming. Me and
Right.
him. Before you came, I explained about the situation, why we retired, why we walked away.
Oh
I
yeah,
explained why we walked away. We want to stay here in a certain place in our program where we want to stay at 8. And for the last 2 years, we ran into a situation where the coaches want to move up with their team. And it felt like we was holding everything back. And we probably was. You know, don't get me wrong. But we decided to walk away from the situation because you don't want to hold the situation back.
Right.
And it ended up being that's what everybody was resorting to, moving up with teams. Everybody get a team started at 6. They move all the way up with them every year.
Right.
But here's the thing. Is that good for the kid? Because the head coach son might be the quarterback at 6 and 8, but it's another kid might be better than him. Y'all get 9 or 10.
Call it out, y'all.
You understand what I'm trying to tell you?
They have a hard time adjusting.
They
to
have a
new
hard
coach in
time
high
with
school.
that. Then here's another thing. They have a hard time realizing whoever's the running back at 6 and 8 might not be the best running back at 9 and 10. But you still got him back there. Because you are stuck on your kid.
Comfortable.
Your kid, that's my kid.
Yeah.
He did this at 6 and 8. Yeah, but things are different now.
But that particular year right there, DT, it would, and because of the team that Brandon had, it was overshadowed what we done and where it came from. When Brandon took his team and left the Vikings, we had to start from scratch, which we already did, but all the way up until like that week or two of the game, we
got
had
8 kids.
9 to 8 kids.
What
We had
about
to
the
beg
bye?
them folk
I told him.
to
Give us 2 buys.
give us another buy or another buy. Just all we needed, 2 kids. Went down and asked the other guy that's on our team, hey man, let us borrow a quarterback.
We just need a quarterback.
That's all we need. He said no. And one day, God bless it, with 2 kids jumped out the car.
I told you that.
One of them was a big boy. He was 7 years old, big old dude. He jumped out the car crying. I'm like, what the hell he crying for? The other kid jumped out, timid, scared, really scared. I said, man, what do he do? What he played? She said he played quarterback. I said, uh-oh. Because one thing I know about him, he knows how to make a kid. He'll pull it out. All them kids that you see that were running them footballs and all that, they weren't already doing that.
And I'm gonna bring this up. It's something that y'all did. I remember this because Tommy told me. C-Dog was with y'all on y'all team finna start running back. When you found out that he could play 6 and under, you sent him to the 6U team. Instead of holding him.
Right.
These coaches these days would have held him tight.
Well, here's the thing. What happened was, this particular year, you know, football life always had an August 1st birthday. All of a sudden, somebody got, well, you know, maybe they've been their son or whoever was. So whoever had an opportunity to start a league, they decide we're going to do July 1st.
Georgia Scream.
July 1st.
And Georgia D1.
So what you doing with July 1st, you actually putting a real legit older kid out there. You putting say if a kid 12 years old, he's definitely in the 8th grade playing 12 and up with a July 1st birthday. That kid there had a July 3rd or July 4th birthday. And when they find out about, hey, the league we finna go into gonna have a July cutoff.
Yeah.
What you supposed to do?
You did what you were supposed to. Anybody with integrity.
You lead them
most
kids
of these
along.
guys would have held him.
But they didn't
man.
return that favor when we needed that quarterback.
Yeah, we need a quarterback bad.
Was
just
really
to
supposed to be
up there with us
us.
because he had the same thing. He had a July birthday.
You want me to call the name?
No, you ain't got to
Yeah,
do
don't do
that.
CJ, we gonna come with it. So
We needed to just put it like that.
Because
And
what we were trying to do,
two people
we were
came.
trying to show everybody that, you know, programs still go on, no matter what coach leave, what kids come and
Right.
go. You know, we still gonna take what we got and we still gonna coach and try to compete. And that's what we did.
That was
We
him.
just needed some kids.
And we won our championship in the division. It just when we got up there to play B.
No, but tell about the Decatur Army part. You forgot about that.
Decatur Army. That was beautiful.
And they was a real good team.
They was a great team. Well coached. Them boys did a good job. They prepared good. They prepared for us. They beat us the first time. We went to their facility, played on their facility, the one-sided, and they beat us. Now we
I didn't
go
even tell them how they
on.
beat them, but
Yeah, we go on with the rest of the season. And I said, shout these folks is at every game.
yeah,
We
man.
look in the stand, they at every game. Pen,
Chad
pen,
Mascot, we talking about you.
Oh,
Chad won the coach.
Chad won the coach. Now, Chad came from Florida. I had Chad first.
Oh, yeah.
When his son was 7.
Okay.
Yeah, Chad, his dad, big boy, they came from Florida. They came over there with us at first. And then he took them out there. But anyway, once we got going, our team kind of got better again. Now, this was the same team where we had only 8 kids.
Yeah.
And I told that little girl, I said, hey, baby, y'all ain't going to beat us no more. Y'all beat us, 12 to 6 or our
They beat
touchdown.
us 12-7.
And I said, we wasn't really ready. So as we got the
on
kids
one side of the
ready,
field.
one side, we got them ready. And, man, that championship game, we had to play them.
Listen,
Remember,
tell them they had
they were
on-
undefeated. We lost one.
Well, here's the thing. They played beat them.
Mm-hmm.
It one of them little tournament thing, and it was a
Yeah.
dog fight.
Yeah, they
beat them
did.
7-6 or 12-7,
Right.
so they had their mind bobbled that.
Right.
You know,
They were the truth. But, bro, once we got it together, and a couple weeks before we knew we had the probably going to see them in the championship. But I'm going to say this right here. A lot of people don't know how to look at film.
They don't even try.
They look at the wrong thing. Once we looked at that film, it took us 5 minutes
Oh, wow.
and figured it out how we going to beat them.
Oh, wow.
We get there, these people got the T-shirts on. Already champions. The T-shirt.
Did
I
you
wonder
get
what they
this
did
shirt
with them
there?
shirt. Anybody from
I
Cape
tried to
watching
get
it,
one. I tried to
they
get
live,
one.
let me know what
I
y'all
tried
did
to
with
get
those
one.
shirts.
I tried to get
I
one.
want one.
I want one real bad. So they already had the shirts. They already, counted us out. Bro, once we got to going, I started throwing these different type blitz. They wasn't prepared for something different. They was prepared for what they already been going, watching the game, watching Tommy play. Oh, I told you he gonna go left. I said, these niggas foolish. Knowing this boy ain't finna go run the same thing we gonna do. He gonna set it up the same way. They move, shift the whole line. I'm looking at it. And I go stop them. I know what they gonna do. I stop him and I go over there and tell him, I said, Shout, I need one more touchdown, and I'm finna try something. He give me that one more touchdown, and the stuff I try, they couldn't even get the ball off. I come back to the sideline. Shout, I don't want to go back out there. I'm finna sit over here and talk shit. I kick my shoes off because
killing the clock.
he knows how to manage clock. We not gonna beat you 40-something zip. We not gonna beat you 30.
Why you look like?
You know, sometimes it might end up that way, but that's not our goal to beat you 50 and 60 and 40-something zip. If he get that damn ball first, I spend the whole game watching the kids. I watch the sideline. I watch the coaches. I said, look at that fool there. He all mad. And Tom ain't doing shit but just changing the play call. We don't want championship just off hut 1, hut 2. Yeah. Going on down. Yeah. Going on set. Yeah. We don't want championship speed just like that.
Speed the pace up.
Speed. Right now, can't nobody tell me why we used to run out the huddle. Because everybody got a different perspective of it. But everybody been wrong. Yeah. Everybody say you run out the huddle to hurry up for this play, or you just run out the huddle so it can look good. No. And do that. That's not it.
Yeah, Tony.
No. Oh, you want me to 10?
You gotta add 10 with that one.
Okay, yeah. Okay, I don't want to go 10. I won't go 10
because that's where it all came from.
But I see though, right quick. I want you to shout out. I see you with your clothing line on. Man.
Oh yes, sir. LKM, man. Low key millionaire, man. That's me, man. ShopLKM.com. ShopLKM.com. Put the code in DT. Put the code in DT. You get yourself 50% off. Ooh. All the proceeds gonna go to the war zone too.
I got it. But look, this next question behind it.
Hold. Can I get another shout out to somebody? Go ahead. College Ball Custom.
Oh yes, sir. Yes.
Oh yeah. Gotta give a shout out to my nephew Todd, man. Yeah. Your uncle wanna tell you, man. Keep doing what you do.
I love what you do, bro.
People, but you know, here's the thing. People don't understand the things Todd does for kids, for people. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And I had to come up here when he said, I just had to let him know that, you know, my nephew do a lot up under the table, man, for a lot of kids.
Definitely.
He does, man. He give his last. He give a whole lot. And he's over there, you know, trying to run his business as well as trying to help support a team. He does a lot, man. I just want to tell him thank you. Mm-hmm. Your uncle say keep doing what you're doing. Keep supporting. Keep being who you are. Don't ever stop, man. Right. Love. College Ball Custom.
Oh, man, Todd, great. Todd sponsored, man. Anything you tell Todd you need for Warzone the World, he's coming. He coming with it.
Right.
I was finna ask you, JP. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna ask you on the air because you're not on social media. Mm-hmm. So it kind of points to me to when I do the live and I bring on the coach. I can't do that with you. So I want to ask, will you accept the Warzone Legend Award, the Warzone Award this year?
Do I deserve it? I'm that type of person.
It's a pig port. It's a pig port. Let me just say that.
Yeah. And like I told you before, when we ran into each other at the store, I'm like, how you gonna leave your boy off? But, you know, it wasn't intentional. But I always been the person in the background. I don't flaunt what I do. I never have, never will. I don't have, you could say millions of dollars. Who knows that? You know what I'm saying? But I will, man, and I do appreciate it.
Deserve it.
Yeah, because
over-deserve it.
Because with even like when I went back to help Coach Cooj out that time, it was a couple of people told me I didn't know what I was doing. Oh wow! They ran down the hill, twin. I called my fucking twin. Told me, move, coach. You don't know what you're doing. I said, and I had to explain, get all the parents together. I said, let me tell y'all something. We are a young team. And what's that other boy named Quez? I'm calling folks out too. Yeah, Quez. He told me he won 1 championship. I told him, please go stand over there. Because you talking about 1, I have 18. How can you?
Right.
Okay, beside that, okay. And I had to tell the parents because it don't take but one parent to get everybody else upset.
Awesome. So
I'm letting them know, listen, the Quez had this team at 6. They was at their high age group. These kids are 7. we going to play older kids. Even we in the city, 8 and under, they all was 7. Some of them didn't even have their teeth in their mouth. So when we did go play the Rattlers and stuff like that, I tell Peanut, boy, I'm gonna keep calling time out. And I let the ref, hey, ref, we not gonna beat these folks. These boys are 9.
Yeah.
These kids just turned 7. I said, 6 of them over there don't even have their front teeth in their mouth.
No, we've been there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You don't want to hurt a kid, and one kid did get hurt, and he never came back. He got actually hurt. And I put him in the back at safety. A big-ass line comes straight out there, and boom, I tried to get him out the way. Wiped them out. That's why I went to the ref. Hey, ref, listen, I'm going to keep calling timeout.
Right.
Y'all don't take these timeout. Every time Peanut know, every time you get ready to run the play, timeout.
Right.
Hey, run the clock. Don't stop that goddamn clock. Don't stop it. So it's about these kids, man.
And that's why, like, when
It's
I do the
about that,
legends,
bro.
like, every time I do the Warzone Legends, somebody got to hit me and say, hey, man, you forgot. Listen, man. If the Hall of Fame going to accept all the legends at one time,
Right.
how can it continue to go?
Right.
I can't bring you, Tommy, Coach Tim, Coach Walker, Trez, Jermaine,
Yeah.
Charles,
Everybody.
hell, my brother Kibo. I can't bring all y'all in at one.
At one
Because
time.
next year I'm like, now I gotta get to a fool who don't deserve nothing.
Exactly. Just
Because
because somebody said
I don't
something.
use all my bullets shooting in the air when I could have took that one good shot. Pop.
Yeah.
Save them for.
Oh, man.
We
That'll
got
be
to
nice,
talk about.
though,
You know
bro.
what? We got to talk about this. Just yesterday, City of Atlanta Park and Recreation.
Oh yeah. Can I say mine first? Though?
Yeah, let him do it because he
So
introduced. Yeah.
one of the best things, man, that happened to me, man. And like people don't realize that, they see me doing the events, they see me doing this. Oh, he did this, he did that, he did that. Money here, money there. That's nothing compared to this. Warzone Award, 2022. I called Coach Rambo. I said, Coach Rambo, I need you to come to the Warzone Award. He said, I'm gonna be there. He said, what I need to do, talk? I said, I just need you to come put on your suit.
Right.
You getting the Warzone GOAT Award.
Right.
He said, I'm there. That Monday, one of his close friends passed. So he had to go to the funeral. So he couldn't come. Me and Coach Tim decided to do it again. So when he come on stage, I'm not presented. Coach Tim didn't even tell him why he was coming. He just said, ride with me. Put on your clothes and ride with me.
Absolutely.
When I announced it, I said, Warzone GOAT Award, Coach Charles Rambo. He looked at me, and I saw the tears come down his face.
Yeah.
He said, nobody's ever did anything for me like
They
this.
did.
Like, so many years, and I appreciate it. The fact that I did some adjuster to bring someone who started youth
Yes.
football in our community.
Yes.
The
Absolutely.
first black coach
Absolutely.
in
Absolutely.
Atlanta.
Absolutely.
It did something to my heart. So I'm going to pass it to you so you can make that announcement.
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna give a brief story about it, and then that'll give you a good definition of what type of man this brother who we finna talk about for about a few minutes. Coach Rambo, Charles Rambo, started a program over at SYAA over Harris Home a few years. My nephew Travis Booker played football for him. Travis always played basketball for me. I've always supported whatever Travis did. It's 12 and under a year. Travis played for SYAA.
Yes.
At that time, I'm going back and forth from Adamsville to SYAA. I don't know how I was being involved with 2 programs, but it be like that. I wanted to make sure Travis could win the 12 and under championship because I wanted to make sure he got all what he deserved because he my family. I sent a kid over there named Mackenzie King over there with Travis so we can solidify that they could pull it off. Not knowing that the head coach, Charles Rambo, felt the way he felt about certain things. So he decided to invite me and Coach to the banquet. And we got there. he had us to stand and come up, and he gave both of us 2 big old duplicate trophies of the championship trophy they won that year. And he said he just wanted to thank us for being a part of his program the way we were.
That's right.
I said, wow.
That's
I said,
right.
this is I said, you know what?
That's where we got to start
This
from.
is all about people, kids. It ain't about ego. It ain't about who you trying to be. It's about helping one another. And that's what I learned with coaching and dealing with kids and dealing with parents. And, you know, we tried, Tim them tried one time earlier to try to get just the front field of Anderson Park done with Charles Rambo name on it, just the top field. Not the big one where everybody go to at the back. Just we tried to get the top field. But they solidified and did it another way, ended up getting the whole park. So Anderson Park won't be Anderson Park anymore. It'll be Charles Rambo Sr. That's what we're trying to say what that 10 Williams did.
Yeah.
See the
behind
thing he
the
done?
scene.
Oh man, great man. Listen,
Great man.
one thing I can say is that I be busy, so I might get 60 coaches call me in a week. No lie.
Right.
I ignore them. But when certain people call, I got to answer.
Right.
I can't see JP calling me and like brush it off. I can't see Tommy calling and brush it off. Damn sure can't see Coach Tim, Coach Walker. When they call me, I feel like I don't got an award. Coach Walker said the nicest speech possible about me at the Warzone Award. And it's still at the top. I can't, they have someone I look at like, they Coach Walker. They Coach Walker right there. I'm going to get Coach Walker. To say kind words about me, that was a gift in itself. So when they call, I answer.
That's right.
So we going to definitely have to do a part 2 here, man.
Let's do it.
It's more.
Yes, sir. Yeah, it's a whole lot more.
I know we got another podcast coming up.
Yeah, we got to get
Right, man, right. Another podcast coming up, right? So that's why we're going to get out here, but any shouts out you guys want to give, man? Oh, my bad.
Yeah.
I did want to say that. I'm going to say it real quick. Coach, give us a quick story about my guy, Eddie Rowe.
Oh, wow.
Give me a quick one.
Jesus. Oh, man, they give me goosebumps. I tell you what, Eddie Rowe may have been before his time. Eddie Rowe may have been before his time. I grabbed Eddie Rowe and I saw stardom, stars. I saw everything you could do about marketing. Eddie had that at 10, 11 years old. And Eddie was so loyal to me. Whatever I told him to do, if I told him to go play basketball, he might not have been the best basketball player, but he gonna so make you think he was. Eddie at 12 years old, I never forget, went to go get him. And at that time, the city, you had to weigh 125 pounds to play running back, skill. When I got Eddie was 148 pounds. I said, hey, son, you're not going to be able to play this shit. He said, why not? I said, Eddie, you too big. He said, is there anything I can do? I said, now, you know what? It's something you can do, but only a man can get away with this. You have to be a man-child to do this. He said, I'm ready. I said, you got to go on a diet. I said, you got to work extra harder than any other kid. I said, we got to practice Monday through Friday because you need to do conditioning every day because you play on Saturday. Then I said, we got to go to the sauna and to run and shoot at night so I can get the other 6, 7 pounds off you. And then get you some rest and go let you weigh in the morning, relax and get out there and play. Eddie played his 12 and under year and ran the ball. That's what he did every week. Eddie Rowe did that. I didn't understand about, training kids when you get them cramped up. I wouldn't do it today because the more I got into football, I realized it just ain't that important to drain a kid and to just, you know, make a meal. But he was different. He was different. Eddie was different, man. Eddie was so special. And when you talked about Eddie, or if you talked about me, you always put us together. It was always a Tommy Slaughter and Eddie Rowe. Yeah. Tommy Slaughter and Eddie Rowe.
That's what I was want to say, man. R.I.P. to Eddie Rowe, man. Thanks everyone for tuning in. Thank you, Coach, for coming out.
I enjoyed it.
Amazing, man. Thank you, Coach, for coming out.
I enjoyed
Appreciate you having me, boy.
Uptown Comedy Club.
Oh, man.
Uptown. Appreciate that.
Hey, man. Everybody have a blessed day.
Yes, sir.
Like, subscribe, all that good stuff at the bottom.
Bam.
War zone, come and leave your heart at home. It's a war zone, head on the swivel, gotta know what's going on. Yeah, it get real on the war zone. Feeling like the war zone is yours. Yeah, gotta finish strong to get a war zone award. Going down at the war zone, of course. I'm logging in the war zone whenever I get bored. It's a war zone. I ain't seen nobody pack the parking lot like DT. Be careful how I speak, men black on that BP. Mom of the week, you can speak when you see me. Swear war zone, entertaining like TV. Yeah, we don't be nowhere to park at the park. Up late with it, scrolling war zone at the door. Bring a bag with you, you gon' be surprised what he charge. Got a tent ready, waiting on the tournament to start. Yeah, bring your lemonade, you can sell it. Yeah, you just gotta read, they gon' tell it. Yeah, offline, big dogs, beat peasants. Yeah, I'm from Keisha, but James still a legend in war zone. I would be tripping, I respect it in war zone. Misspell, Marcy gon' correct it in war zone. One wrong post to get hit, they can't check it, so they might as well respect it. It's war zone, better keep your hard hat on, it's a war zone. Come and leave your hard at home, it's a war zone. Head on the swivel, gotta know what's going on. Yeah, it get real on the war zone. Feeling like the war zone is yours. Yeah, gotta finish strong to get a war zone award. Going down at the war zone, of course. I'm logging in the war zone whenever I get bored. It's a war zone. DT, what up? DT, what up? Black, what up? Black, what up? Say what up? It's a war zone. Metro Lane, what up? Lane, what up? Cold fruit, what up? It's a war zone. You feeling like the war zone is yours? Yeah, gotta finish strong to get a war zone award. Going down at the war zone, of course. I'm logging in the war zone whenever I get bored. It's a war zone. Got the war zone award show packed like a small car. Telling everywhere, bunch of war zone all stars. Invite only, you gon' only see the real. Hey, bring me a reel, we got the shun on the grill. Yeah, the war zone is strictly for the gutters. They ain't hunt your lane, they ain't nothing but some trouble.